Here it is. Not feeling so blessed. Feeling stressed. Feeling shattered alive. Brokenhearted. Misguided. Oh, how the tables have turned on me. Told you she would find somebody. And I knew it. How pretty she was, is. And then being on this island and thinking that I'm a manipulator and that I'm weird because I want a monogamous relationship and she's polyamorous and she's identified as poly since she was 14 and isn't with me on the same island but on a different beach. I found some guy that's pansexual, demisexual, and poly. Perfect for her. I knew she found someone else. And that's why this is a love bomb. This video is called Love Bomb because I got love bombed. They literally told me that, you know, where have you been all my life, and kind of gaming me, and man, you have really sexy legs, and I really like you. And then it turned to sauna, to I don't want photos, to not as much kissing, to dinner, to closing down the restaurant, to closing down the bar, to hand holding, and then she wanted to go in the wrong direction, up a hill. And I said, I'm not going with you. And I think that triggered her. And then we felt alone. We were wide apart. I remember distinctly walking away from her, just creating space and needing the space myself and not wanting to overreact again. I've been so bad at it in the past. I wanted to take this time, and now she starts hyperventilating and getting a panic attack, and I'm holding her in the back of the truck, and none of this even matters because she's found someone else. And it was way too romantic too soon. I guess I'm a manipulator because I romance and I love bombed her, but I live by romance. I wanted to go to this place, the sauna. I had no idea it was going to be a 5-star over the fucking top amazing place. I had no idea that we were going to scrub each other, and she didn't want to love each other. She wanted to go home, and she tripped out that I was like, why are you going home? Why don't you want to come with me? And then I turned out to be the controlling one, and I was like, why do I have someone crying after dinner again? And what is it about me that's getting these responses? And yep, I just knew I'd see her. I know why I didn't see her, because she wasn't on the same beach. She's getting hit on by pansexuals, demisexual, polyamorous, just like me. And I knew she would. It doesn't make it feel any better. Not getting picked again after girl fucking spent 2 hours with me and then just went right over to homeboy in 5 minutes and started making out in 10 minutes. And it isn't the first time, about the other homeboy that was talking, came up to say hi to me in the middle of the ocean, but I did it for an hour talking to the beautiful girl I was talking to, and then he was at dinner, and then he was getting the Instagram, you know what I mean? I knew what time it was, bro. I knew I got swooped. And I knew she was leaving in a couple days. She didn't say goodbye to me. She'd still be watching my feed. But these chicks don't belong to me, bro. I'm not getting chosen. I'm feeling short for the first time in my life. Like, if I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat, 6'4" Impala. And I would crush it, honestly. And the fact that I'm not crushing it in life, I gotta make up for it in riches because I'm not that tall. I'm 5'7", and if I was 6'4", like homeboy was tonight, it'd be a wrap. I wouldn't be even talking about it. My brother's tall. He's the taller, skinny version of me. Can you imagine me, tall, skinny, and a bartender at Mandalay Bay? Fist mouth on me. I'd have a girlfriend every night. Every night. Someone blowing into town. Just want to be with someone cute and nice. And that's about it, Jack, Get turned on, you get drunk, and then you're sleeping with someone and you have a story to tell. I didn't want to tell this story. I don't like telling the story of losing a baby. I like telling stories of broken hearts and love bombs, and the fact that it happened 2 weeks before that with a girl from Germany and that didn't even last. a couple sacks, man. It's just enough to miss the bus, bro. You know, I really start feeling like a failure, you know, even on a paradise island. You know, it's just enough to miss the bus. You start feeling like you got it, and then the homie's DJing, he gets to DJ, he gets the young girl. They get to go home together. She's waiting for him after his set, you know, and waiting there like a puppy. These girls are loyal. The other one hop off me. The other ones make out in front of me. I must have seen it 5, if not 10 times. Another girl make out with some girl I was interested in, make out with someone else, and I come home alone and I'm lonely at Lonely Beach, and I had love in my fucking hands and it escaped me again, my clutches, and I said I'd be more reasonable, and she's beyond me with this poly and 5 dimensions and chakras and crystals and fractals. Come on, man. And that I'm fucked up for wanting to have monogamy, that I'm fucked up because I just want one love. And you think I'd be the crazy one because I'd be the one cheating on my girls and not having fidelity problems? And I thought, it was shit, man, I might be that too. But oh no, I already found someone that's got a couple more adjectives than you. On to the next, mate. And then the fact that she told me about it, you're rubbing in it at midnight tonight, you're like leaving me 17 different memes to digest, and how just because she's misconstrued and misunderstood, and no apologies for kind of pushing me away, literally, physically at the end of the conversation. No apologies for overreacting. There'll be no apologies here. I will just keep getting informed, just like the police did in my video. You're being informed. All I'm being informed is that she found someone else, and she slept with me within the first 6 hours of meeting her, and who's all these things and all the adjectives. They already slept together, and that gutted me. Just seeing her on the back of the bike would gut me, being all smiley with some other dude. Her in tow, her following him in his step and his lead and trusting him, and me blowing my lead and not. I took this chick bitch to a 5-star fucking spa, man, and it still didn't work. It still didn't work. And I put in all that work, and people are telling me, my mom, my friends, telling me like high expectations that these girls are just here for the night, and you're always trying to find a wife, and but I try too hard, or I don't do it right, or I'm too direct, or too vulgar, or getting kicked out of bars, or losing friends around the world, or not having my siblings, and it stacks. I start to stack the thoughts, like what went wrong, where I saw the loss, losing a business, losing my freedom, losing these girls, losing love, losing my baby. And then I cry on the internet. Luckily, I got to talk to a friend for a couple hours. He's kind of going through the same thing. He said many nights he's crying himself to sleep. And most men aren't going to admit that they're hurt inside, that someone that they love doesn't love them back. I'm looking at myself with tears in my eyes, and I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? Why are you unhappy? You're in paradise. You should be half naked with another bimbo. And it wasn't just another bimbo. Maybe it's the way she talked to me, talking about where you've been all my life, and just how good it felt, how amazing she kissed. And I only had it one night. I got one night standing. I'm good luck Chuck. As soon as you fuck me, you're gonna find your next guy, the guy that matches you. And I need your fucking soliloquies explaining to me of what demisexual is and pansexual. I've heard all these terminologies. I don't even live by terms. And it's funny that she felt judged by me, that I would be so controlling, that I couldn't believe that other people could love, and nobody understands her love like she does. And I've been not so humbled to think that I'm divine, and talk about tarot cards and send me all the fucking spiritual memes you got and you're real. You know, you look for what you find for, really. If you wanted to be, say, the universe is meant for you, and today you're gonna win $20,000, and here's your lucky numbers, and you'll gravitate to it. You're a boss babe. You're gonna make it. Nothing's gone wrong. Everything's in divine order. Da 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 da. And some of them are like, this person isn't meant for you, and stay away from them. And then you'll read into that too. You know, my friend reads cards, and all of her card readings, you're talking almost 90% of her card readings are about relationships and love and signs, and everybody looking for signs and red flags. And she was warned about me, and I'm a red flag, and the way that I responded to her. And it's happened again. I got the wrong response out of a chick, and I just scared a bad bitch into another dude's arms, and I'm just sick of losing, right? I'm sick of offending. I'm sick of confusing. And that's what it becomes. I talked about toxic dating earlier, but it just becomes so toxic when you just can't trust people in front of you, barely trust yourself, and what kind of judgments you're making, the people that you're seeing. They're like, well, you need to see other girls. And I'm like, I'm on an island. They just show up. And that's that. They just pop up, and then they're in front of your face. And you deal with them at a case by case basis, and you don't get to create them. They come with their own issues, or money issues, or stress issues, or broke up with their boyfriend, or their boyfriend's on the way, or they have a boyfriend, or they're married, or they got kids, or maybe they got a drug habit, maybe they're a drinker, maybe they're a cigarette smoker. It's just weeding through people, and I don't get to choose these people or how they come. Wrong what you brung. You get only what you get. And I just didn't want to be lonely on Lonely Beach, and now the numbers are so low, and it's just empty at all the bars, and it was raining today, so not a lot of people are out, and then the girls that I do kind of holler at just kind of already said he's a player, leave him alone, or he doesn't know how to handle women, or he's abusive, God forbid, fuck, man, I don't know what these girls are saying. They said I was a bad shark the other night when I was hooking up on New Year's. Like, what the fuck? And I guess I did turn out to be a bad shark. She called me a sociopath. And I was just like, man, I meant everything I said. I really felt it in that moment. And then it quickly whittled away the more critical you got and complained about your friend talking shit about her when she was right behind you and shit. Like, fuck. The fuck? Everything's cooking. Some ideas are really good, and I'm still trying to work my dream. And I came this far, I said I wanted to have this dream of a residual income of $3,000 a month coming out of that ATM, and I can make anything happen and build these places myself in a gazebo by hand. But now I haven't even tear off any of the walls yet. I haven't put any effort in yet. I haven't got any cheddar cheese to really make a dent, and that's where I'm at, stuck on an island with no exit ticket and nobody that loves me. And I knew she found someone else, and it's just a gut-wrenching experience. Literally made me feel like I needed to take a shit, literally. You know, we all know that feeling, like you're about to get your ass whipped, and that's what it feels like. And I couldn't smoke no joints, and I'm grateful for my sobriety, because Lord knows I was even like, maybe I drink tonight. Like, it's so fucked up. My feelings hurt so bad. I just want to shut down. Don't want to feel anything, and I know what people feel like. This is Saints Addiction for a reason. I know what it feels like, guys. It's not that I'm not doing anything with superhuman powers. I just know it's not going to work, man. Can you imagine me tenfold the way I'm feeling? Fuck, and I'll be feeling like an uber loser. I would just be feeling like I never did anything right in my life, and I don't deserve anyone to love me, and I'm getting older, and need a haircut, and start thinking of myself poorly, and negative talk. And I knew she's on the same island as me, said she was loving me, and already in some other dude's arms, probably fucking, man, and it just hurt so bad. And that she doesn't even know that it would even hurt me. As poly, it means I'm misunderstanding, that I'm controlling, I'm manipulating, because I can't share someone else that I love, and that I don't know the form of love. And this is free love that she talks about, like hippies used to talk about, and unity, how people are supposed to be in unity and shit, And it just fucking, hey, whoever came in, shout out who you are, where you're from. Oh, they're already out. This kind of unity and shit. That they just love you one day and not love you another, and I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the unconditional love, the conditional love, where it was just conditional, like on her feelings, and it just changed so quick, and it was gone. I'll never get to see her again, and hopefully I don't, because it'll hurt, because she'll be on the back of someone else's boat, just like I predicted the other day. I would bump into my friend, and next time I saw those girls, guess where he was with? Them. And I knew it, but my prediction was that he would be on the beach with a towel next to her, but they were playing pool, and she was flirting with him, getting the pool stick, and getting me out of there, and Just don't have any real friends and people that don't really hug me and got some gossip on me, and I'm not a success story. That's it. You know, I lost a baby, lost at business, lost at love, and I feel lost and lonely. And that's the truth of it. Go from really excited just about her thinking of this girl and trying to mend it with her, and she's already found someone else, and it was perfect timing, and working on shadow work and all this other fluffy fucking talk, and I just can't get esoteric as her. And we were so different, mono and poly, and who's judgmental and who's controlling and who's gaslighting and who's talking about psychobabble bullshit. And stop the BS, man. You used me. You had an itch and you hopped on it. She said that I had her here captured or something. Not captured, but that I undressed her and that she was shocked by it, and that I kept her here. And I'm like, you could have left at any time. You thanked me for the orgasm. You were fucking me back. We had a full on session. Went into the shower, came back, fucked again, and like fucked in the shower, fucked them back on the bed, and like you're kept. The only time you were screaming is from your orgasms. But I digress. And if she can have orgasms like that with me, she's probably having them with him. And it drives me crazy. The sheer thought that it's not me giving her joy. And the thought that it's hurting me doesn't even occur to her. And that's really a paradox. And my friends are saying, my mom's saying I got high expectations. And I'm like, yeah, why else am I at dinner with somebody if I don't have some kind of intentions on doing something sexual or relational or spiritual? Right. Like, why are you in front of me? If you're just leaving tomorrow, who gives a fuck? And nobody gives a fuck anymore. No, they only want what they want. If they don't get what they want, they'll throw a fit and they won't apologize for it. And a week later, they'll be with someone else, or in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and there's no loyalty. Even if they preach about honesty and loyalty on their Instagram, make sure they pointed it out, and made sure that they said they were a tourist like me, and make sure that I knew all of those things. She ain't loyal, bro. She switched up, and now homeboy's trying to get rid of her already. 2 days later, he's like trying to keep some separation between her, sick of her being on her phone, acting like fucking she's Miranda from Sex and the City. I think it's hilarious. But I told him, man, she did it to me, she did it to you, bro. And I'm like, she chose you, bro. He's like, yeah, that could happen, but he still didn't admit as a man that he came up and introduced himself and swooped. If I would have introduced her and she fell in love directly, that's a connection. But if I'm with a girl and you come up and start interacting with her and get the attention on you, and now she's giving you all the attention and hooking up with you 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, the fuck? You owe me a check and kind of an apology. You did say it at the thing, but like, admit that you fucking came in and swooped. Because we were all sitting at the mini mart. I don't know if they were eye fucking each other or not, but they didn't talk then. And as soon as we got in the club, he was like, "Hi, Mark," and we never really hi Mark nothing. I don't even think he used my name. He's like, "What's up, bro?" And then introduced like, "Hi, Javier." And it was just like, "Fuck you, hi, Javier." You know what I mean? Like all exasperated and steamy. I'm gonna be tall and model looking over here, and you're gonna sit right next to me, put your arm behind me, and wave your hair, and really giggle at everything that I say, and then we're gonna go over and get a balloon away from Marky's face, and oh, we're gonna give a quick peck on the kiss, and then let's go get these balloons, sit on this couch, and as soon as we inhale it, we're gonna make the fuck out while we're high as fuck on nitrous oxide and with our tits out and just fucking full on, man. I don't know, man. I just kind of lost hope for humanity after the abortion, and then I've been trying to heal myself, and then these girls just hooking up with everyone else life on shirt. Should be grateful that I even got laid at all. Part of me is like, I'm not a narcissist, bro. I really do believe in myself, and I do have my self-focused ways, just like anybody else. But on the truth of the matter, like, I have empathy. I have feelings, and maybe my feelings only work for me when I'm hurt, but I also have feelings for other people. Like, my friends hooking up or when they're broken out, and I don't have a bleeding heart. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. I calculate the things, but most of this is just by feeling. Like my buddy Christian, he lost somebody. He lost somebody that was important to him, and if he's crying himself to sleep, he's like, mate, it's happened a lot. And I'm also seeing a psychologist, and my friend recommended us, or she's supposed to be sending me the information, but a psychologist out of India, they'll give you like 6 hours of talking and psychology, um, for $100. So those people that can't afford psychology, I'll probably get this information, put it in the comment box below. But man, alive, is that not something that we all need to do and be a part of and get our mental health back? It's so important, bro. It's so fleeting. And one minute I feel really high and that she loves me and I still love you and the I still love you part felt good. The I met a guy felt horrible. He's just like me. I mean, I'm just like, man, bitch, you've been a week. And I know you're probably sleeping with them. There's nothing loyal. There's nothing sacred. Everything's up for grabs. Faceless porn. Let's go. Somebody's daughter. She's 18. She's sexual. Uh, some little milf somewhere. And oh my god, look at that bump. They got me on the inner leg. These fuckers. Somebody's in the boondocks. Somebody that's out there. Like in the middle of Iowa in a cornfield, and they're just banging out. But they're churchgoers and Jesus lovers, but they like to get their freak on the weekend. The truth shall set you free. And that's what it is. Everybody's in hypergamy. They're trying to get the best deal, have the most money, and get the most energy from people or money or things, out of their car, out of their engine, out of their life, out of their health. They're supersizing everything, and I said that's the hypergamy checklist. It's like, are you gonna ask a small dick or a big dick? Well, big dick, duh. Little money or a lot of money? A lot of money, duh. And I ask these chicks, how much money should he make? And it's like, you're gonna say 500,000 because you don't have to earn it. You're on the take. You're on like, as soon as he earns it, I'll divorce him and take it. And of course, I want taller. I want big dick, taller, and tall money. And then that order. And that's hypergamy. That's how it works. I have to have a bigger stack of cash taller than me to make up for my height deficiency. Never felt height deficient. I'm 5'7". I'm like, there's fun people that are like that, that are really like that, that are so calculating, so cold-hearted, like the Russian girl. Just I hung out with her almost all day, and then she wanted to do her thing and be alone, and didn't want no company, and barely walked. She went past me, and then she came back through and barely said hi to me. I have that effect on women. I think that they're really in love with me, and then I blow it with like my audacity or maybe my attitude or making them cry after dinners they bought me. And I'm like, how's that my response? How are they not all over me? It's because I'm short. It's because I got no money. Is it my personality? I was not doing it for you. I'm too direct, too honest, too real, too deep. I'm too monogamous. I'm too late. Man, I got a broken heart on the internet. I just had to get it out. I couldn't even wait for the morning. It's 2 a.m. here, 2:22, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do the show. Lord knows I'm gonna go to sleep. I just wanted to smoke. Dance it out, smoke it out, think it out, but not snort it out or drink it out. Or keep it in. I got to talk with a friend. I was so grateful he was there because I would have been bouncing off in my head. And I would have probably drank. But I'm grateful I didn't drink either. Grateful that I can process this healthily. And I was already kind of pushing away from her. I knew she was fucking with my head, man. I knew she was getting my head in, just the witching and sleeping with me real quickly. But then disappearing, and then, talking about love but not really being loving. And such a sucker for love. I love love and I want to be in love, and then I think that I'm in love with each one of them, and then they just disappear. 48 hours later, I'm back to being single, mingle, dingle, and not having a fucking person to poke on and or rub on or love on. So I gotta go make my empire, focus on my business. I made a business call before this. So before I start crying, let me call Cindy and talk about an install, because my business is still thriving somehow, some way. Without my phone on, they still WhatsApp me and use me to do the install every convention. And if I can get 10 of those every convention, I'm a multimillionaire. When my mom wins her settlement, I'm a multimillionaire. And I'm just gonna pull the trigger on all my dreams and ideas and get all my websites back and build the empire again, make Mostly Saints world famous. I have so many ideas written down. I put so many years in it, you know? Someone's coming in the room again. You always coming in this house, cat. Why are you always sneaking in here with no collar? Where do you come from? How do you make it at night in the jungle, dog? Like, for real. Slick my cat. Maybe that's my bad luck. Maybe that's what's been going wrong with me. But yeah, man, I'm not getting picked. I'm not as cool as I think that I am. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat, 6'4" Impala. I wish I was like 6'9" so I could be with the Yoshi, because she don't know me, but Yoshi really fine. I see her every time like where I go, but even in my dreams, I can only really make her mine. But it's hard to survive when you're living in a concrete jungle and the girls keep passing you by. She look fine. She look fine. And you say, my. Wish it was a little bit taller. I wish it was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. Man. And this is the spray she gave me. She split it with me, and this is the last remnants of her. Can't wait to get rid of that bottle. Now they're phasing her out. She said like last week she wanted to play frisbee. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm only gonna think more about you, and I'm trying to get over you immediately. I'm also a runner too, but he also has avoidant attachment issues, and he's demisexual, pansexual, and poly, just like me. I've been poly since 14. I'm like, bitch, you are a psychopath. You deserve another lad. And I knew you would find him, and it hurts my heart that I didn't win. It hurt my heart when the girl hopped me so fast, but it wasn't really like I was in love with her. I could took that on the chin. But these other ones are just like, fuck, bro. Too many loves in 1 month, and I think each one of them's the one, and then it just disappears, and I got nothing. No models, no photos, no girlfriend, no wife. Tight lady goes, oh, you look so skinny. Hats off. How old are you? 43. And you still have no wife? I'm like, fuck, man. You wanted a girl, didn't you? I'm like, yeah, I still do. And you think after how close I was to getting married and having children and building a family, you think it'd be easy to replace and do it again, but it is not. It's not easy to replicate people. It's not easy. They don't come in a factory. They don't come with a manual. And you don't know when it's going to explode. How about that? You literally don't know when the engine's going to cut out, and it could be mid-flight, and it's a crash, a very, very fiery crash after, and it hurts. It sucks. I'm going to have to get over it. And I was already working on getting over it, but it's taken me over a week, for someone I've only known for 2 days. Someone that I already knows fucking someone else. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming. And she already told me she met someone. I met a friend, and he ain't more than a friend. They say he's just a friend, and she say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Man, I'm gonna get off this thing. Stop bitching on the internet. Say it's addiction. I'm really that extreme. I'm really that deep. I'm really that emotional. I'm really that passionate. I've really been pushing myself and my consciousness and things I think that I know and things that I want to grow. And that's my super morning motivation. Motivation. If you got anything out of that, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, peace and love. And as always, Chigapan. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side. So you like, share, subscribe. But the other side of fear, the other side of love, the other side of life. This is it. I keep it real on the internet.